Hi, I'm Dr. Rod Shaw, and I'm on a mission to help math teachers make math irresistible for kids. In these videos, I always want to share a small change you can make to get a big win in the classroom. Today, we're going to talk about taking a problem that's in your textbook and turning it into something that's so much more engaging and interesting for your students. Oftentimes, you'll look at a problem in a textbook, a word problem, and you'll say, man, on a scale of 1 to 10 for engagement, this is like a 1 or a 2. And I'm going to teach you how to take that and turn it into a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, maybe even a 9 or a 10. And today's strategy is just taking the words out and making the problem visual. Let me show you an example from a first grade textbook. This is from a real textbook. Here's the problem. There's an apartment building with 3 floors. On the first floor, there are 6 doors. On the second floor, there are 5 doors. How many doors are on the third floor? Draw a picture to help you solve. Now, if you gave this to first graders without any other context or anything else, first of all, they have to read it. It's a lot of words to make sense of. Second of all, they're probably not going to find it that interesting. It's like a 1 or a 2 on that engagement scale I talked about. So let's change this. Let's make it visual. Let's just draw a picture of what this is representing and strip out all the words. Get rid of the words. So you might end up with a picture like this. Now, I've moved some of the doors from the second floor to the third floor because I wanted the 15 to show up. But basically, it's the same problem. The math here is all virtually the same. But I feel like now I've created something where I can get kids to engage. I'm going to craft an experience that kids want to explore the mathematics. I can ask, what do you notice and what do you wonder? Kids are going to say things like, the doors are blue. Indeed, they are. But maybe not super mathematically important. What else do you notice? There's 6 doors on the first floor. How do you know? I counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could just read off the 6. Excellent. I noticed that there's 5 doors on the third floor. How do you know? I counted them. Great. How do you know? I subtracted 15 minus 11. Oh, that's 4. That's strange. So we'd have to talk about that. So this is going to lead to some good mathematical conversations. Someone else might notice how many doors there are in all. 6 down here and 5 up there. That's 11. Fantastic. There's probably 15 doors altogether because I've labeled that last door 15. So we notice all those things. Then, what do you wonder? Well, there's a giant question mark in the middle. So somebody is going to wonder how many doors are on the second floor. And now the math problem solving can begin. My students are engaged. They're leaning in. They're curious because they've had time to make sense of it before I ask the question. Now we have a question. And look at it. Now there's so many more ways to solve this than there were if I just had the word problem. You can solve it visually. I can count on. I can subtract. I could try to do 11 minus 6, which is 5. And then I get the wrong answer. Why do I get the wrong answer? Now I have multiple strategies. I can talk to my students about what works and what doesn't. We can compare strategies and talk about which one's the most efficient. And at the end, I can connect it all together and teach them what they need to know about these multiple add-in / subtraction type of problems. But I hope you can see how it's a completely different experience if you start with the visual than if you start with the words. So that's my tip for today. Take your textbook problems. A lot of times they already have a picture. Great. Strip out the words, show the kids the picture, ask what do you notice and what do you wonder. This is a marvelous way to change the dynamics of the classroom and get kids to engage in the mathematics that we want them to play around with and then eventually learn from. So I hope you enjoyed this tip. If you found this useful, as always, do 3 things. 1, share this with your friends. 2, don't forget to click subscribe. And 3, check out my website, drrodshaw.com, where you can download my 5 favorite math problems and check out my TED Talk. Until next time, here's to making math irresistible for kids.